Johnny Carson, the king of late night's untold story. He made millions laugh every night on The Tonight Show, but behind the curtain, his life was filled with secrets, heartbreak, and extraordinary twists. Johnny Carson wasn't just the host of late-night television, he defined it. For 3 decades, he was the man America wanted to see before going to bed. The face who turned jokes into comfort and silence into magic. Yet for all the charisma and charm he exuded under the bright studio lights, his private world couldn't have been more different. Carson's story is not just one of fame and fortune, it's a fascinating paradox. On screen, he was witty, confident, and endlessly entertaining. Off screen, he was one of the most private men in Hollywood. Even his closest friends described him as the most private public man who ever lived. Imagine that, the king of conversation, who seemed so natural in front of millions, struggled profoundly in simple, everyday interactions. Fellow talk show host Dick Cavett once said he felt sorry for Johnny, remarking how socially uncomfortable he was in real life. Without the cameras, without that little red light guiding him, Carson often seemed lost. A screenwriter once joked, "Socially, he doesn't exist. If people had red lights on their foreheads, he'd be the greatest conversationalist in the world." That's the unique irony of Johnny Carson. His brilliance and charm were inseparable from performance. Yet when the applause ended, he retreated into silence. This contrast became the defining theme of his life. While other stars opened up about politics, personal struggles, and family, Carson kept the door locked tight. Reporters hoping for insight often received bizarre, pre-written responses from him, some playful, some cryptic, and some complete nonsense. It was his clever way of protecting his privacy. Johnny wanted the world to laugh with him, but never to truly know him. Yet, as much as he tried to hide, his personal life was never far from public view. Carson married 4 times, and each relationship revealed a new layer of his complicated nature. His marriages ranged from passionate beginnings to painful divorces, one of which resulted in a staggering $20 million settlement equivalent to over $58 million today. Carson didn't shy away from joking about these costly heartbreaks on The Tonight Show, turning even personal pain into comedy gold. But not everything could be laughed off. Carson was also a father to 3 sons, and tragedy struck when his middle child, Ricky, died in a car accident in 1991. This devastated him. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Carson opened his heart on live television, delivering a moving tribute to his son. It was one of the few times America saw the man behind the jokes, a grieving father, not just the king of late night. Even as his fame soared, Carson battled personal demons, particularly his lifelong addiction to cigarettes. At his peak, he smoked up to 4 packs a day. By the late 1990s, his health began to fail, leading to bypass surgery and eventually emphysema, which claimed his life in 2005. He passed away quietly, leaving behind not only a grieving family, but also millions of fans who had come to see him as part of their nightly lives. Carson's death marked an era, but his legacy never faded. Presidents, comedians, and fans alike paid tribute. David Letterman, who idolized Carson, even used jokes Johnny had written in his honor during a tribute show. The Tonight Show, comedy itself, and modern late-night television owe much of their DNA to Johnny Carson. Without him, there would be no Letterman, no Leno, no Fallon. He set the standard that all others followed. And beyond the laughs, his homes and estates told a quieter story. From his boyhood home in Nebraska, a modest house symbolizing his humble beginnings, to his lavish Malibu estate overlooking the Pacific, each place carried a piece of his journey. They reflected the man who lived 2 lives, the entertainer adored by millions, and the recluse who sought peace in private corners of the world. Johnny Carson's story is proof that even legends carry burdens we may never fully understand. He was America's laughter at night, but also a man of shadows when the lights went out. And that, perhaps, is what made him unforgettable. So, what do you think about Johnny Carson, the man behind the legend? Was he a genius trapped by his own fame, or simply a private soul who gave all he could on stage? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. This has been Hollywood Star News, bringing you the untold stories of Hollywood's biggest icons. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stars who shaped entertainment history.